Hello everybody, this is Bill Plimpton again. I'm going to show you another demonstration of my animation skills for the Kickstarter campaign for Slide, my brand new animated cowboy comedy. So today we're going to do the characters. This is the drawing here. This is called a layout. This is Eva, who's a madame at the Lucky Buck Saloon. And this is the sheriff, who is actually the father or uncle of the star of the film. Here's my design sheet. These are all the characters and their finished drawings, so I know when I do them, how to do them. And this you can see is the sheriff here with his gun and his little bow tie. And so here's the storyboard. This is a scene, it's scene number 616, and it's Madame Eva whispering to the sheriff. So I took that drawing and made this layout, and the layout's a little more detailed, but it doesn't show her whispering. So I animated the whispering scene. Let me move this out of the way. And this is the drawing I did of the sheriff, and here is the madam whispering, pss, 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 pss. That's just a rough drawing. These are the finished drawings here. This is the sheriff, and the finished drawing for the madam should be right here. There it is. You can see the sequence. Let me get the light under there. It's hard to see, actually. You can see the hand moving up and her head moving in. So it's a pretty rough drawing. I think it'll be on 3s. So you can see her get closer and closer and closer. So that's the final drawing right there. So I'm going to ink that one right now. I'm going to turn this light on and I'll ink it for you. I like to do a rough outline of the drawing, and then I'll go in and do the shading. I like really thin arms on her. She's very unathletic, and she's not thin. She's actually putting on pounds, but her arms are thin. And then she's got this terrible overbite. I mean, it's really, really deformed. And actually, it's interesting because the sheriff has the same kind of overbite, but not as bad as the Madame Eva, who's the madame. The eyes are very closed. Lots of makeup, tons of makeup, eyeliner, things like that, wrinkles. She's a little bit over the hill, but she still runs the Lucky Buck Saloon for the guys. She has a stable of girls, hostesses they call them, and she's the one that's in charge of all that. So I'll start shading it now because it's going along pretty good. I think I like it. I like those lips. Those lips are really her trademark, and that tooth sticking out. And of course she wears a lot of cosmetics and makeup and lipstick and things like that. So my trusty color designer will have to make up a color palette for her so all the colorists know how to follow it. And actually, curiously enough, the color designer is taking this film. She's the one holding the camera. So I want to give her a dimension. So I'm going to really shade underneath her cheek and give her a dimension. And she has a little bit of cheekbone, not very much, something like that. And this is where it's really important to know anatomy. I really tell a lot of schools when I lecture schools that anatomy is very important because the human face is incredibly complex and difficult to draw. So you've really got to understand how the human face is shaped and formed and how it moves. And that's what's cool about animation is drawing the movement of the characters. This will be actually the last drawing in this shot because right here she's whispering pss, 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 like that. So Another thing that I talk about, and you may have heard this in my other demonstrations, is shadows. I love shadows. They really add dimension and a reality to it that you don't see when it's flat. And it's funny because Disney has so much money to make their films, and oftentimes they aren't concerned about shadows. And very few of their early films use shadows on the body because they're really hard to animate. It's very hard to animate shadows. But with my technique, it's kind of impressionistic, and so I'm able to do the shadows, and they look good. They look really great in the. Well, I'm really going crazy on her lips. I got to do a shadow underneath her nose. That's really important. And as you can see, it's very rough, kind of sketchy, and like I say, it's very impressionistic. And that works for me on a number of ways. First of all, it's different than any of the other animators doing stuff, but also when it moves, because the line is not rigid, it's not a hard line, it's a soft, kind of obscure line, really. It doesn't strobe because it's kind of grayed, almost like airbrush, but it's with my pen and ink. So that's Madame Eva whispering to the sheriff. I may touch it out a bit more, but that's about it. It took me about, I don't know, 4 minutes to make this. So and there's usually about 10 drawings per scene. So that's about 40 minutes per shot. And that goes pretty fast. And I just keep, sometimes I can't stop. I just keep drawing and drawing and drawing. Okay, there's Madame Eva.